So welcome everybody, as I said, to our third and final day of the 2 Inclusive Education and Beyond conference. I hope that you've enjoyed the last 2 days, but it's not over yet. We've got another great lineup today with 3 panels, and we're kicking off with a morning energizer. We're being a little bit more creative today, so you need a pen or a pencil and some paper. So while you get that ready, we have a final taste of Lisbon for you to set the mood. So Dimitri, if you want to share the video.
Lisboa is the city of 7 hills, served by these electric trams that we name them elevators, o elevador. This is Elevador da Bica. It leads to the top of the hill and straight to Tejo River that serves the city well, and most streets you can see Tejo River on the background. Now it's time for you to join me in a pleasant meal on this beautiful day here in Lisbon. We are experiencing 21 degrees. I hope you can feel the sun and enjoying a good red wine from our Douro, a beautiful land that provides this wonderful wine. Hope you enjoy your meal. See you later.
Thank you very much, Miguel. And some of us were able to join you enjoying some very nice Porto wine last night at our virtual Tasca. So thank you very much to those who joined. Now, a key aspect of inclusive education is a growth mindset, believing that we ourselves and all students are able to constantly learn, grow, and acquire new skills. But often we limit ourselves, sometimes without realizing. And a key example of this is people often say that they can't draw and immediately limit themselves. So today for our morning energizer, we're with Jesús, who is going to walk us through some skills and show us how we can all have an inner artist in us. So I hand over to you. Oh, you're on mute, just to start. You're on mute. You're still on mute. I don't know. Jesús, you're on mute.
Jesús, tu micro está desligado. Tu micro.
There we go.
Is that right?
Yeah.
It was already silenced all of a sudden. So are we live already? Oh, great. So yeah, welcome to this third session of the EASPD Congress. And we're going to do a very short, quick warm-up session. I took part in the EASPD conference last year with a workshop. So now this time we're going to do a very short one. Just, I call it warm-up session. It's kind of, you know, in the Eastern countries, they do some kind of 10 minutes Tai Chi, mindfulness to start the day. So it's kind of that, you know, it's like trying to draw and to concentrate on the drawing so we can start the day after some minutes of silence and concentration, which will be okay. So what you need is just a pen and a pencil. I'm going to use a ball pen so that you can see it better. But it's very simple. I just want to do, everybody can draw, that's for sure. And everybody should draw, should express themselves through drawing, which is something which is very, it helps us in the rest, in the intellectual activities that we do for the rest of the day. So let's start. Let's start just with a pen and a pencil. Everybody can do a dot. Okay, we can do a line of dots. So what I want you to do is just to follow my simple instructions. So what I do now, what I want you to do now is to do, it's like mindfulness. Let's go straight and concentrate very much on what we're doing. So the first thing I want you to do is a straight line, as straight as possible. Do it in big. And what I want you to do is to concentrate on doing very straight lines very near. 5, 6 of them. There's nothing else in the world right now, just trying to do these straight lines. It's easy, isn't it? So the next thing I want you to do, without holding up the pen, just a square. As square as possible. Doesn't matter if it's not that square. What I want you to do now is a circle, which we're going to go, we could say complicating the thing. Well, complicated. And of course it should be as round as possible. All right. Next step. Let's do this kind of drawing. For instance, we start with a square. And then we do a 45 degrees square inside. So you can see it. And then another one. And another one till the end, to the little point in the middle. You shouldn't, in a way, think very much, just draw. Right? So I'll ask you later to show the drawings, so to see how we're going. Next step, we go, I wouldn't say more complicated, but complex in a way. Let's do like a target. So that is one. And then I want you to do several holes inside, several circles, as straight as possible. And of course, there are deformations, which are okay, there's no problem. But the main thing is to concentrate on trying to do it as round as possible. And just the final exercise, which is, let's make a star. So crossing at this point, I want you to cross and trying to make it exactly on the point. This kind of exercises are very, apart from everything, are very relaxing. In any moment of a meeting or whatever, you have a piece of paper and you can do this kind of drawings. I'm sure you've done them many times, but it's like doing them with more intention in a way. You see? They are easy, aren't they? So please let me see your drawings just here on the screen. Yeah, as near as possible. Great, great, great. So this will be our first drawing, our first nice drawing, because all the drawings are nice, by the way, as simple as they are, but they are our way of expressing. But what about, let's go a bit more, I wouldn't say complicated, but more fun, which is let's draw with the left hand. It's very important to try to develop all those things we normally don't use. And normally we just draw with, or, you know, right-handed people with the right hand. So let's do it with the left hand, something very similar. And of course, if we are not used to it, it will not be so perfect, but it doesn't matter at all. We are not talking about perfection. We are talking about expressing. So let's do it the same with the left hand. So one line, which won't be as perfect as the other one, but it's perfectly okay. So you have these stories of how the right side of the brain works, and it is connected with the left hand and vice versa. Well, the teacher also makes it a bit not so straight, so it's okay. So let's go on. Now, I'll do it like that. Now a square. Now let's do a square with other squares inside. The most important thing is to do it just in one way. So there's no correction. There's no need for correction. If it's not perfect, it doesn't matter. When you do 100 of them, it will be perfect. You see? It's more like a kid's drawing, but they are so nice, the kid drawings made by children. So let's do it now, a circle. Well, not a circle, but it's okay. And now let's do the target. That's it. 5 size square, circles. That's how our left hand works. And we should be very conscious that although it's not that perfect, it's very expressive. That's what I want you to pay attention to. And now let's do the start with the left hand. So big star, just crossing. Obviously, the most important thing is that you try to go through the very center. That's it. So you see the difference between left hand down and right hand over. They're obviously different. They are not that perfect with the left hand, but we are not talking about perfection. We're talking about expression. All right. So they are always nice and okay. If you do it like kids, just like playing, they will always be okay. And let's go just a little bit more complicated.
I think we might have to stop here, I'm afraid, as we're due to start the next panel. Sorry.
Oh, it's okay.
But thank you very much for that. I don't know. Yes, my left hand drawing is not as good as your left-hand drawing, that's for sure.
Let's show, please.
I can put it up.
Let's show. Great, great, great. So we'll do it a bit more fun, which means
we have to, I'm afraid we have to finish there. I don't know if you have any more online.
It's just very simple.
Okay.
Let's do it with the closed eyes. All right, so let's do with closed eyes, just lines. Let's see how it goes. Don't open your eyes, please. It's just parallel lines. It's very important that you do it with the closed eyes. And then let's do, for instance, a circle with the closed eyes. And let's see whether it goes to the same point. And then with closed eyes, let's do a target. And then funny things. Of course, you don't open your eyes from circle to circle. And funny things will happen for sure. Well, that's not that bad. But then you start seeing funny things. And then we can do the same with a square. So the story of the 45 degrees square with closed eyes. And that's how your brain works without seeing. And my brain too. Great, 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 great. Then funny things start to happen. The same with closed eyes. Star. Please, closed eyes. It's not, doesn't matter if it goes a bit. Wow.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much for that.
The thing is that you see that we can, we are used to drawing only with right hand and open eyes. So you can try to understand other ways of being, of thinking, of being able to do things. We just try to do draw with the left hand and a drawing with the closed eyes. If you do it these 5 minutes from time to time, you can learn a lot on how other people can feel drawing with one hand, the other, closed eyes, opened eyes.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for that. And
it's okay, it's great. Thank you very much for inviting me. And
okay.
I hope you, with this warm-up session, I hope you can, you know, from time to time during this meeting or whatever, do these little drawings, which are very helpful to just relax the mind. That's
Luke,
what I wanted to do.
Luke will be very happy to know that my doodlings during the EASPD team meetings will be much improved. So thank you very much.
Thank you.
And
have a good day.
Thank you. And if you want to learn any more about the growth mindset, you can do so via the Beyond Project's online course, which you can find on dlot.com and dlot.eu and will be released shortly.